This is Baxter Colburn, host of Verse of the Day. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Disarming Disability.
Hi, I'm Nicole Kelly, and I'm a speaker and an activist.
And hi, I'm Sarah Tuberty. I'm an occupational therapy student, a flight attendant, and an aerial artist.
We both live with a disability. We both were born with a congenital limb difference and are hosts of a new podcast, Disarming Disability, coming to you on Public House Media.
So come learn, explore, and understand disability so we can deconstruct these social stigmas and really build a more inclusive society.
Subscribe on Apple Podcasts or at publichousemedia.org. Come hang out with us every Wednesday. Also follow us on Twitter at DisarmDisable, Instagram and Facebook at Disarming Disability, and check out our website at disarmingdisability.com.
Bye!
If we really love ourselves, everything else works. Louise Hayes. If we really love ourselves, everything else works. Isn't that true? Do you believe that to be true? I believe that to be true. When I began to love myself, when I said yes to what God made me to be, when I decided that I was enough and worthy and capable and totally doable in this world, when I decided that I was worth loving, everything else in life works. Louise Hay said that. She's an author, she's a publisher, and she is just the cool person who says, yes, you can. And when you believe that about yourself, everything else works. Welcome to Choose to Rise. Welcome to Public House Media. Today we're going to be talking about how to love yourself. Love the one and only you. So many of us have so much struggle with this on a daily basis. So many of us are wrapped up into loving other people and worrying about what other people think of us and worrying about what all the things that don't necessarily mean self-love. But guess what? Today we're going to be talking about loving the one and only you. And I've got a couple things that I'm pulling from here because I've over the last 4 years, 4 years. Today as I'm recording this podcast, February 25th, I am 4 years strong in doing what I'm doing on this health and living journey. And I have just been so humbled and grateful for this opportunity and love sharing what's been working for me so I can help serve and help others find what's working for them too. And let others know that healthy is something that they get to choose. Healthy is something that is not elusive. It is not something that somebody else has or that something that somebody else can do. It is what you want to do. It's how you love yourself. It's how you choose better for you and your future and your family's future. And there's a quote, or there's statistics actually out there that say you have what the last 7 generations is what shapes you, and what you decide to do shapes the next 7 generations. So when you think about that, the people that have brought you up, the last 7 generations of habits and people and things that have happened in your life have brought you to where you are today. But the choices and the decisions that you make today, that you make in your lifetime, the habits that you create, the legacy that you leave will impact the next 7 generations beyond you. So that's you and your family, your kids, your grandkids, their grandkids. Like, you are going to be setting the stage for the next 7 generations. And some of you, that is freaking you out. And some of you, that is like, heck yeah, I'm doing things right. Let's keep going, right? So the more you can show yourself some love, the more you can role model what self-love looks like. When you can love the one you is, as Jen Sincero says, this is one of my absolute favorite books. And for those of you that cannot see, it is You Are a BA, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life by Jen Sincero. It is one of the very first personal development books that I started reading when I started this journey 4 years ago. And it is still the one that I go back to on a regular basis to kind of set my mind right. She's just got so much good stuff in here. that is just like, oh my goodness, yes, I feel that way. I want to be that way. And so I want to share with you 7 things today, a few things today that are going to help you with your self-love journey, that are going to help you get connected to your maker, going to help you connected to the spirit in your soul, get connected to who God made you to be, and love who you are so that you can better love other people. And if you want to connect with me more, you can go to chooseToRiseUp.com. You can also find us over on Facebook at Choose to Rise Up over there as well. And today, let's just get rolling, okay? 7 ways that you can love on yourself. Who gonna love the one you are? Number 1, appreciate how special you are. Yeah, appreciate how special you are. There will never be anyone else like you. You are given special gifts and talents to share with this world, and everybody has special gifts and talents. Everyone. So whether you believe that you are made for crafting, whether you are made for speaking, whether you're made for giving, whether you're made for whatever it might be, everyone has special talents and gifts. You just may not have found the one thing that lights you up yet. And so keep looking. Keep searching. There is never any way that you are ever short on anything in this world. And if you are short on it, it's because it's not meant for you. Find what's meant for you. You've created your own unique reality, and you are living in it life according to your own unique path. So go find that path for yourself and live it. You're the only one that will ever be. And so you are kind of a big deal. You know, you're the only one. There's this prized possession of this one single person that is exactly like you. And you're the only one that will ever be made exactly like you. So appreciate how special you are. The second one is drown yourself in affirmations. I have started doing this on the regular for probably the last couple of years. I did not start it right away, and I really wish I would have. This book helped me do that. However, drown yourself in affirmations. Trust that you wouldn't be doing things in this world if you wouldn't say them out loud, okay? Affirmations work. You just have to repeat them over and over again. What you put in your mind matters. And so figuring out the affirmations that you need to hear most, figuring out the phrases, the things that are going to help rewire your brain into doing the things that you need to do on a regular basis are going to help you just overcome anything. Now, remember when I said the last 7 years is what shapes you? There are things from your past. There are things from experiences that you've experienced, things that have happened in your world that are just maybe unfair or should not have really been there for you. But everything in your past has shaped you where you're going to be. You need to retrain your thinking, retrain your brain. And the decisions, Zig Ziglar this morning said, the decisions we make on a daily basis are related to what we've experienced, what we've achieved, what we've heard, what we've seen, what we've done in the past from the ages of 0 to 5. But you, on a regular basis, every single moment past that, you have the decision, you have the choice to change those things and go forward. You can retrain your brain in any sort of way to move past what was in your past and move forward in what's going around you. Figuring out those affirmations, write them on Post-it notes, stick them around your house, put them everywhere that you're going to see them, put them on your phone, put them as reminders. The beautiful thing about having a device in your pocket is that you can set alarms on it that have affirmations on it that clue you to trigger you to start saying them over and over again. So a few things that you might say for self-love. Pick 1 or 2. Don't pummel yourself with thousands of them, but try to really hone in on the very specific things that you need in this world to retrain your brain. Maybe it's something like, I deserve and receive massive amount of love for every moment of every day. I am one with God. God is awesome, and so am I. My heart is open and love pours out from it. I am brilliant. I am bright. I am beautiful. Some of the ones that I write down on a daily basis are, God created me for more. I am patient and I am a wonderful mother. Fear has no control over me. I am strong. I am confident. I am capable. Those are things that if you can speak those truths into yourself, those are the things that are going to be what is in your brain on a constant and not the negative berating or the things that are holding you back. Number 3 is do things you love. When you are constantly denying yourself of the people, the food, the things, the experiences that make you feel most alive, you're sending a pretty lousy message to yourself that you aren't worth it, that you don't deserve it. But when you can plug yourself into the things that do light you up, the things that do make you feel alive, that's when you're honoring God who made you into this perfect, unique being. We're not meant to live in cookie cutter worlds. We're not meant to live in a society that tells us exactly what is the right thing and the wrong thing to do. We are here to live your life on purpose and to let yourself live like you're going to live. If you love live music, go see live music. If you love a good book, stay in and cuddle that good book. If you, whatever it is, go do the things that you love. And that's when your energy is going to be up. That's when your fire is going to be lit inside of you. That's when you're going to feel the most alive and you're going to love life the most. And you can't help but love who you are when you are doing the things that you love. Number 4, find a replacement. We've gotten so used to negative knee-jerk reactions to ourselves that we never think to question them. We simply just take them as truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And once we become aware of our thought patterns and behaviors, we can consciously change them. So start paying attention to what's going on in your world. These are things, I'm reading some of these things directly from the book and adding in my own pieces. But when you can, this hit me like a ton of bricks. We get so used to the knee-jerk reactions to ourselves that we never think to question them. How many times do you have things going through your head on a regular basis and you never question it because that's just the way things are? You never question it because that's just how you've always felt or how you've always been. And when you start to question those things, when you start to change the way you think, when you start to really figure out and notice the verbiage that's running through your mind and change it to more of a positive than a negative, it all starts to fall into place. Remember we talked about at the beginning? When you love yourself, everything falls into place. If the standard response is that, ugh, or bleh, or I can't believe that happened. When you can change those standard responses to, I am powerful, I am strong, I am worth it, I will do this better next time. When you can do things like that, the most important thing that you can ever do with yourself is free yourself from the drama and the things that are holding you back in life and be a more positive person because of it. Number 5, ditch the self-deprecating humor. Yes, if you are always ripping into yourself and if you are always making fun of yourself, it shows other people how to treat you. Whenever you say to yourself, how you treat yourself in public, how you dress, how you speak, how you show up to the world, if those are things that's how other people are going to treat you too. If you treat yourself like crap, other people are going to treat you like crap. If you speak to yourself with power, other people are going to respect you and treat you with power. It's just one of those things that's like a boomerang. What you send out comes back. And so the most important thing that you can do for yourself is honor who you are, love who you are, be respectful to yourself, and other people will honor you, treat you well, and respect you as well. So if your favorite joke is that you couldn't get a date if you get demanded at gunpoint, then you spend every Saturday night alone, perhaps you should come up with a new one-liner, right? That's one of the things in here. And it's so true. Like if you're always telling yourself this negative thing and that's what's happening in your life, yeah, you've manifested that. You have to take ownership of it and change the way you're speaking to yourself, change the way you're speaking about yourself and in this world, and the things will start to change for you in life. Number 6, let the love in. Receive compliments gracefully instead of countering them with a disclaimer of like, oh, that old thing, try this instead. Say thank you. That's it. Just say thank you. Soak it in. Take a compliment and soak it into who you are, what your being is, and keep moving forward with positivity in your day. If you don't always have positivity in yourself, you have to take it from other people sometimes. You have to allow it to soak into your soul and soak into you and believe that those good things are possible for you, and they will become possible for you. They will be exactly who you're made to be. Number 7, don't compare yourself to other people. Comparison is the fastest way to take all the fun out of life. And that is so true. When you start to you're out on a dance floor and you start to see somebody that's dancing better than you, what do? Do you go out and party like it's whatever? Or do you retreat back and say, ooh, they're better than me? If you are out on a jog and someone's running faster than you, do you start to run faster too? Now, a little competition isn't a bad thing, but if you are comparing yourself and allowing yourself to diminish and pull back because somebody else might be doing something better, then that's where we've got a problem. It's none of your business what other people are doing. All that matters is that you're enjoying who you are, that you're pleased with what you're creating, and that it's precisely your uniqueness that makes you awesome. The ugly duckling story comes to mind here. When he was comparing himself all the time to his brothers and his sisters, he felt ugly. He felt like he didn't belong. He felt all those things that, shame and guilt, and everyone put him down and what those things. But when he owned who he was, when he when he separated himself from the ugliness, from the defeat, from the people that were holding him back, and he went and found his tribe, when he went and found the people that were like him, and he went and owned who he was and was beautiful in his own way, look what happened. He was considered a gorgeous swan. But if he would have stayed with the ducklings, if he would have always been telling himself he was ugly, he would never have experienced the joy on the other side of things. So, number 8, forgive yourself. And this one is extremely important. You have to forgive yourself for the things of your past. You have screwed up in the past. You have done things that you shouldn't have done. You have eaten the things that you shouldn't have eaten. You have said the things you shouldn't have said. That can't be changed. But self-criticism is beyond unhealthy and is utterly pointless. Not to mention super boring, and you are a better person for freeing up yourself and getting rid of the guilt and getting rid of the things, because you're not a different person, you're just a sadder one because you're holding on to all of the things. Let's get clear on this one truth, she says. Get clear on this one truth. Guilt, shame, and self-criticism are some of the most destructive forces in your life, which is why forgiving yourself is the most powerful one. Here's an excellent way to do it. Think of a specific thing that you did that you feel badly about. Call it up in your head, because it's super easy to pull up the negative stuff. Feel it in your body. Feel what it felt like to have that experience. Repeat the following over and over while thinking of it, and really feel what you're saying to yourself. Holding on to my bad feelings about this is doing nothing but harming me and everyone else and preventing me from enjoying my life fully. I am an awesome person. I choose to enjoy my life. I choose to let go of this. Let go of it then. Repeat that phrase over and over and over again until you are able to let it go. But let it go. It is going to be the most freeing experience, and it's let go of the things that are filling up you with negativity so you can make room for the new positive things that are going to happen in your life. And number 9, the last one I'm going to give to you, I said I'd give you 7 things today. You're getting extra. Number 9 is love yourself, because it's the holy grail of happiness. If you have not picked up this book yet, if you have not read this book or listened to it on Audible or picked up her quote of the day kind of calendar, you should definitely get it. This is going to help change the game for you. Love yourself as who you are, because it's the holy grail of happiness. When you love who God's made you to be, when you have, she has some swear words in it, and she talks about universe instead of holiness, but if you can get past those things, you are going to absolutely love this book. So please go check it out. But you have the opportunity to change who you are. You have the opportunity to love who God made you to be. You have the opportunity to flourish in this world and the unique path that He's given you. He's made no one else like you. You are the most unique being, and He's made you for a specific purpose. So when you can tap into who He's made you to be, who He wants you to be, what gifts He's given you, the blessings that are already right around you, that's when you're going to have the most success in this world. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling left out, if you're feeling like you just don't belong here, or there's something going on in your world that's holding you back in a negative way, let go of the negative, search for the positive, and just, the best thing that you can do is look up. The best thing you can do is ask for help. Please, God, help me see where I'm supposed to be. Give me the path that I need to walk on. Show me the way that you want me to live this world. And when you can go live like that, then you're going to be able to have so much more joy in your life, so much more love in your life, so much more happiness in your life. And it's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful thing. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this show and you want to know more, you can find past episodes and hit subscribe when you head to Choose to Rise Up on either Apple Podcasts or Podbean or wherever it is that you find your podcast. Leaving a rating and review really helps others find the show as well. And I love connecting to my listeners there. If you are listening here on Facebook, please hit the share button, send it off to somebody else that needs to hear this. I appreciate you all so very much. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.